Hey, deja vu. Tell me what we're gonna do when we reminisce over you, my God. Reminisce. God damn, Irene. What part of sit your ass down did you not understand? R.I.P. Irene. Welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss episode 9 season 4 of Snowfall, Sleeping Dogs. Man, who the fuck is naming these episodes? Because they be right on the money, in the pocket. Before we get into everything that's going on in this episode, what I think is going to happen, Leon, Jerome, did y'all see Jerome? I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a second to do that. And then we're going to come back and discuss all things. I was ready to slap the shit out of Wanda. Like, girl, no, don't you ever. Have hopefully subscribed to see more of me. Let's get into this episode. We pick up where we left off with T ass singing, telling. T was doing that smoky. You gonna kill me? Y'all gonna kill me? You gonna kill me? Please don't kill me, because I'm finna tell you everything from front to back as to why I'm here, why Man Boy sent me, how did we end up here? T is trying to save her life. T is talking her ass off. I was like, girl, you better do something, because I just felt like Peaches at any moment was about to take her out. But we get into, the things that Man Boy did to interrogate her, as well as, her brother, why she felt like she needed to do this. We also get into Franklin saying, going, bitch, you was supposed to come to me. Don't you know he get there? Yeah. I'm going to take the bullet. Like, soon as Franklin Saint starts yelling in a scene, it instantly gets better. I'm all for Franklin yelling, because he usually, especially now with his little cane, he be on chill mode. Like, nah, but you was supposed to come to me. I know that's right. T also makes it a point to say, well, I remember, what we had back then, and it made me second guess, but it was too late. I also remember you having your way with me and moving on to the next best thing. And I was like, girl, ain't Franklin like 20 years old? If you don't sit your ass down, don't you hate why are you bringing up old shit? What? Don't bring that up. Don't do that. And then we get into Uncle Jerome. Uncle Jerome is hot. Uncle Jerome is upset. He is ready to retaliate for Khadijah shooting Aunt Louie. Uncle, I don't want to hear nothing. I love Jerome's voice. He always like, get fuck Franklin Saint. I was like, damn, that was a hard, like the fucks for Franklin Saint last episode and this one, they were very hard. Like, he felt that in here. So I don't know why when he decided to whoop Franklin's ass, I was surprised. I was like, wow, did you see him hit? Did you see him knock the wind out of that man in black suit? Man, I was like, damn. And he just kept getting up. Like, why are you here? Jerome is upset. Like, he's like, T has been playing us the whole time. This is what's going on. We've been cut out. And Jerome's like, how does it feel to know that you were cut out of something the same way that you and Louie cut me out of what was going on with our family? Not only does he feel cheated, and not only does he want revenge, but I am just like, once he, hey, get his ass whooped, I'm going to be able to tell my sister that I did everything possible to keep you from going to your death. They are waiting for you. Man Boy is ready. You're making a mistake. He calms down. I'm like, whew, we back to old Jerome. We were not back to old Jerome. So now that everybody's calmed down, we get into everybody in T's little ass apartment. I was like, damn, Leon, we panning. Leon, Peaches, Jerome, Franklin, like everybody there. Like, think about how interrogating that must be for a female. It was like, whoo. But she gets in, to talking and trying to still make peace. Like, well, this is what's going on, and this is what happened, and this is what I did. But I never meant for Aunt Louie to get hurt. That was never a part of Man Boy's plan. That was all Khadijah. And Franklin's he has her she's talking and but Jerome, bitch, make the phone call. I was like, pointing at Uzi, make the phone call. Jerome is hot. And she gets on the phone, and you see her trying her best to pull Man Boy in. But we know, as well as Franklin, Man Boy is not stupid. He's far from stupid. So this whole instant, he wants to meet up, take you to the plug. All is forgiven. We just want to move forward. We don't want to lose any more lives. And I'm just sitting there like, this where we going with this? With Man Boy? Now, with the typical neighborhood, maybe. But Man Boy, I feel, has always gone for the strongest competition for who could be in the essence of a Franklin Saint. But as far as mentally, Franklin Saint has always been one step smarter. So when Man Boy's, so he just want to meet up. Oh, and he's fine. Oh, yeah, and what about Jerome? Oh, Jerome's okay now? Oh, okay. I'll meet him there at the spot under the bridge. And I was like, he ain't gonna meet him there. And then we come to Irene, shaking Irene. Y'all see how Irene was pouring that drink? Like, I was like, oh, Irene. Is Irene about to stop? Of course not. Irene persevered, never giving up. But we're not ever giving up by ourselves. We're there with Alton. Oh, Alton. I understood Alton, going out of his way to, do the right thing and say what he needed to say to Irene. I did not understand him being there a second time on the station for the brothers. Because, the revolution would not be televised. Revolution would not be shown in homes. Like, it was a whole situation. Whole Black Panther station where Irene is calling out the CIA. Yes, you guys are doing this. Yes, they threatened me. Yes, I've been fired. But if nothing is done, I am going to give up the name of the head CIA agent in charge. And we all know that that's good old Teddy. And I'm just, So after we leave Irene and her best friend Alton, because, they cool like that, we get into Teddy. He's listening like, oh, okay, that's what you planning to do? Soon as we pan to Teddy and Teddy smacked the shit out of that radio, I was like, oh, Teddy. Then we get into what we came to see. Man Boy busting in. Because we're supposed to be meeting under that bridge, the one we familiar with. Nope. Now smart ass Man Boy comes in. Oh, pop. Bitch, you think I'm stupid? What's going on? Y'all trying to set me up. Now, we do see the gang of dudes outside. I was hoping, since they was ready. I just didn't know exactly where they were going with that. But I knew for a fact that Franklin was not stupid. He knew damn well Man Boy wasn't going to go for the first, oh, really? So Franklin's just going to give up? We do know that Franklin is, down to protect his family and step in front of the bullet. But Franklin is also about business. And we're not just going to give up that plug like that. And they was letting it go on for a minute, too. He had to get a knife out and stab, and he got the gun. And I was like, damn, y'all came out kind of late, huh? Y'all was just going to let him kill T? Kill two birds with one stone. Oh, no. Comes out. Bop! I was like, oh, you just gonna let him shoot you like that? Shot Man Boy. Man Boy has been shot. Man Boy has been touched. He seemed like so. I was like, part of me kind of died when we lost Man Boy. I was like, man, he has been such a good, villain so far for the series. I was like, damn, we done lost Man Boy. But I was like, damn, we done lost Man Boy. And the way that we lost him, the way that he went out like a G, you are shot. He's steady talking. You ain't shit. Your mama ain't shit. And your babies ain't shit. Leon, Scrub, all these Scrubs. Jerome, your flunkies. And you think you're so smart, but you ain't never. Still talking. At which we get that, And Jerome is sitting there looking. Jerome looked extra hard this episode. Finish him off. And, he's mid, you ain't gonna kill me. You ain't nothing but, you wouldn't dare. You ain't got the balls to bop. I was like, who ain't got the balls? he probably didn't have them balls before. You know, like maybe like season 1 and 2, Franklin ain't had them balls. That season when we was crying, when we capped Kevin, we ain't had them balls like that. We got them bitches now, though. He shoots man boy. Shoot everybody outside, gone. Gives it to T. I was like, oh, you just gonna let her go like this? You just gives it to her and says, you're gonna hold this. This is gonna be on you. And as for these bodies, you're a good liar. Figure something out. Wow. I don't know. I just see that coming back. Like, hopefully she get her ass out of Dodge, but all right, Franklin. All right. And then we get into Khadijah and Scully. I really love the separation and what's going on with them mentally and physically. You see Scully. Scully is humble. Scully is so reserved and just trying to figure out, what did I do to contribute to where my daughter is? Because I hold some responsibility here and I just want to move on. Khadijah is not trying to hear any of that, especially when she, you know, finds out that they killed man boy. And it is just, once I saw that bam with the ashtray, I was like, oh, she definitely not letting anything go. And you see, which, you know, she calls, you know, Diamond and, you know, strippers, Diamond, Ronnie, I don't know, the strippers, Ebony, I don't know. She called the strippers, right? And she's, you know, we're upping the bounty and forever, you know, whoever finds Leon is double and I do this. And Scully is continuing to tell her, you need to let this go. I feel like Scully is tired. I feel like Scully has been in this lifestyle a very long time and he's just tired. And it has hit too close for home for him to continue. And Khadijah is not for it. It's like, if you are not trying to roll with me and have my back, we don't have anything to talk about. He was trying to save you, girl. Damn. Then we, of course, get into visiting Aunt Louie, who even at her worst moment and not in her best health, is still one step ahead and is thinking in this game. What you guys need to do is contact Diamond and Ronnie from the Players Club, I don't know, and get them to be on your side. These females about money. You can pull them in and that'll pull in Khadijah and you can catch her then. Now, it's at this point that we are kind of indecisive as to where this will go. And I'm just sitting here thinking, are y'all really gonna kill Khadijah? Then we get into Teddy and his walk of shame. Him and Eddie, like, how they just live in that little rusty warehouse. And he's coming out and, you know, it's like, huh, we're on the radio now. She about to blow up your spot. Just bow out gracefully. Bye, Teddy. Go on. Once Teddy hit that, whisper into Gustavo's ear, they don't care about you. Have an exit strategy. This is not the last you're going to hear from me. Oh, so you thought I was done? You thought that was it? I was like, oh, Irene. He coming, Irene. Teddy coming. And then we get into a very touching moment in this episode. We finally got a real sit down and conversation between Sissy and Jerome. Like, how many seasons now? We finally get some real acceptance in general from Sissy as to the realistic aspects of what's going on in her life with her son and with her brother. And she finally gives Jerome respect despite his decisions and says that she loves him anyway and just wants him to make it out. And she's never understood him more than she understands now. And she also acknowledges that she's been sipping the Kool-Aid. You know, I was, buying into what he was saying and how things would turn out and how we could eventually move. Yes, Sissy. I ain't gonna say Sissy can come back in my face because, every time I say Sissy can come back in my face, I don't be want her in my face no more. But I love that scene. I love that. I was waiting on Jerome to cry because, he good for a cry. But he didn't cry. He was just like, I love you too, sis. Love you too. Then we get into Diamond and, I don't know, we knucking and bucking and ready to fight. I don't know. We get into Diamond and them at the strip club. After we left, I love how when Khadijah called, she was, painting her miniatures for her little faux doll house. And she's like, I ain't gonna mess up my nails for no bill collector. These are everyday ass stripper women who just happen to be whole ass murderous females. Guess who showed up and, has a word to share? Fucking Wanda. Now, y'all already know from my last reviews, I felt like I said I feel like we have something brewing with Wanda. She's not being open. She's not being honest. Wanda is on some shit. At which she walks in and says, I know where Leon is and I'm ready to give him up. And y'all know how I feel about Leon. I was about ready to jump through the TV and smack the shit out of Wanda. Don't you dare break. I was yelling. No, you can't trust no crackhead. You can't trust no crackhead. You can't trust no ex-addict. You can't trust him. I was mad, y'all. But she, tells him, I'm going to lead y'all to him, and I want some of that bounty, and blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, Wanda? All right. So after we have a brief meeting with Teddy and Abby that confirmed, because, Teddy, Abby sitting there like, okay, like you are where I was. Let's just sit back and relax. We can't get them all, okay? And Teddy's like, oh, no, I'm not done. I have more to do. I'm not going anywhere. I have a plan. Oh, here goes Teddy with his damn drunk ass Teddy plans. Oh, come on. I mean, I knew it was coming, but, just to see Teddy go through the motions, and it's just like, oh. Then we get into the back seat in the car with Wanda, riding in the car, and I know where they are, and da-da-da-da-da, all the way until we get to our destinations, where unrealistically, this is the first moment that these strippers decide to go, how you know exactly where they at? And how you follow him if you ain't got no core? Girl, you should have asked that a long time ago. At which the boys jump out. Jump out boys, they jumped out. And, propositions them. Either you can roll with us and make more money consecutively, or you can take this little payment from Khadijah. Hell, but you can just get Merc right now. You have Jerome in the back. Make a choice. We ain't offering again. It's like, oh, better do something. Jerome been kind of loose with that gat. And of course, they say, I love one. You ain't say nothing about them roughing me up or nothing, Leon. She still, got little crackhead tendencies, even though she ain't crackhead no more. You ain't say nothing about them roughing me up. And how you gonna offer them a position before you offer me one? You're working for us right now, Wanda. Oh. Shut up, Wanda. So after we leave Franklin, I love how extra calculated Franklin was this episode, as to be one step ahead of everyone. Like, Franklin is really becoming a sick ass dude. It's a horrible man in the making. But we get back into Khadijah and Scully, because of course they call her and go, we found Leon, this is where he is, and she ready to go. And Scully, he just trying to figure out, like, babe, why you get the great value Q-tips? I like the other Q-tips. I like the name brand. And she's like, no. And she's trying to stop him, and they not here anymore. And she leaves, and Scully is just like, he put that sad puppy dog because he got that pip name Slickback going on. It's just like, oh, Khadijah. Then we get into gullible ass Irene. Oh, for her to be so bright, so gullible. As soon as she's sitting there, in the bar that she always sits in, I thought you was going on a little hiatus. What happened to you catching ghosts? To you going to relax? And we should have still done that instead of going to the same stomping grounds that we always go to when somebody threatened our whole life last episode. But she's sitting there. Teddy comes over. The professional. You let somebody come over and finesse you. A professional CIA agent. Trained to kill. Trained to masters in disguise ass mother. You let him come over, bump the conversation, and Teddy and his fake sorries, and they just gonna cut me out. You got your big ass 80s tape recorder? Yeah, I got it, put it out. And her favorite, I want everything. You about to get everything too, Irene. Soon as Teddy hit that, well, you know what? I need a drink first. I need to get a drink. You let Teddy go get you a drink? Soon as Teddy went to that bar and Teddy got those drinks, I said, Teddy put something in a drink. Teddy didn't put something in Irene's drink. Ruthless ass Teddy. You thought you was going to take my money? You thought you was going to take my work? You thought you was going to take my money away from me? Forget about it. Teddy said, not you cockroaches. You're not taking my money. Shit. Then we get into Khadijah being double-crossed. Duh. And my baby Leon. Do they shoot her as soon as she gets in? No. Because Leon, we see that Leon has been going through it ever since he shot that baby. And Leon's like, I'm trying to give you an out. I want to give you an opportunity. If I could go back, I would. Bitch, if you weren't in the car in the first place, we wouldn't be here. But that's a different story. Leon is very, even when, you know, she shot Louis, it was like, you know, did y'all see who that was? It was that little girl's mother. Leon is feeling it. And she's going off and talking, and I'm going to haunt you, and why do I have to be forgiving? You going to kill me too? You going to do this? You going to rape me in front of my son? It was one of, you know, one of them, I'm sorry. It was one of them situations. And Jerome takes her out mid-sentence. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting Jerome to shoot her. I thought, you know, one of the little heifers from the strip club would have did it. Jerome shoots her. And I know it was, you know, revenge for Louis, but I think partly it was because, like, girl, why are you spewing these things to him? And of course it was because just seeing how adamant she was, if they would have gave her any opportunity to just walk out, she would have came back even harder. She was never going to stop. Khadijah wanted her revenge, and she got something else. We are living, hey, sing up. Then we get into Irene. Soon as Irene hit, what? Get off of me. I'm okay. I don't need your help. This doesn't make you a good person. You still ain't shit. I was like, oh, Teddy definitely put something in her drink. Now, what I thought was going to happen was Teddy, you know, was going to let her get into, you know, an accident, or she was just, it was going to be like an overdose type situation. Like, no. Teddy pulled off, and he follows Irene, and we see that she is, you know, intoxicated, and she's one break from, bam, crashes. And then we cut to Sissy and Alton. You know, Sissy's sitting there trying to be by Louis' side, and Alton's like, I just came to see if you were okay. You thought I was gonna leave without you? I love you. If we not getting and hitting out with Tupac and running away to Cuba together, we're not doing it at all. And of course, you know, they're embracing, and it's a sincere moment, and it's, you know, we still a strong unit. We still a couple. I still love you, Sissy. Boom. Franklin pulls up to fuck shit up. I hate that instant switch that Franklin has to just cut his father off like that. Yes, he did make a mistake, but it's like, damn. Like, mama gotta have a life too. What you want her to do? What you want her to do? Take care of you forever? Look after you forever? Like, And at that moment, I keep waiting for Sissy to say something, do something. Check Franklin. This is my husband. Despite how you feel, we loved each other. You don't have to like him, but you do need to respect him. He made a mistake, but he's here. No. Just let Alton walk on off. And I'm just like, y'all think Sissy gonna leave with him? It's a lot going on. I wouldn't blame her, because Franklin doing the most. Whole thug. We cut back to Irene crashing the car, and I'm like, damn, Irene is dead? Like, that's how we gonna go out? Okay. We get into Scully going to visit Khadijah and, you know, seeing her body. And it's so, of course, like, we were just here 5 minutes ago for our daughter. I have to come back here for you. And I just really want to know, where is that going and what's going to happen with that? Like, is he just going to keep on persevering and move on and just, you know, take it as, I don't want to be the next one, I need to change my life? Or is he going to try to retaliate? We really don't know at this point. Then, when I thought it was over and Irene was dead, we get into Teddy. Midnight Merc Killer, Charles Manson, Ted Bundy as Teddy rolls up and smothers Irene in her own pool of blood until she can't breathe anymore. Takes Irene out. Really, Teddy? Master manipulator as Teddy. Like, wow, I was not expecting. I thought it was going to, you know, just be a natural death. And it worked perfectly. She crashed her car. No, we're going to make sure the job is done. Bitch, you ain't never coming back to say another motherfucker. Damn, Irene. Damn. Of course, we get into it flashing on screen. It's on the news. And Sissy is sitting there and just in awe. And Teddy shows up, rolls up to the hospital all casual. Like, no meeting spot, no alley, no bar. We rolling up to the hospital. Yeah, how's Louis? Yeah. And so what happened to Irene? It's like, oh, we're not worried about that. We don't want to know about Irene. Sissy's just sitting there like, oh, is that the plug? I don't know, is that the plug? Look at my son. Look, this ain't what I thought. Thank you for coming to this episode, Sissy. It's like, no, I don't want to hear about Irene. Don't worry about how I'm handling things on my end and things being natural or what I did. I want to know what you are going to do about your father. You want him to kill his own father? What you mean do about him? Oh, Lord. Then to make it worse, we cut to Alton, who's sitting there in his little, mosey rosy ass hotel. And we see Irene, and he's just like, oh, not my friend. Oh, y'all bonded so quickly. And it's like he's going out like, I'm going to get revenge for her. Against who? But you guys, that was my review of this episode. This episode was so good and so much happened, and they are really wrapping things up really well. I cannot wait to get into next episode because it looks like Alton's going to try to go after Teddy, and Teddy's trying to tell Franklin, you need to do something about your father. Like, it's one or the other. You have to pick one. And it's going to be really interesting to see which side Franklin chooses, because I cannot see him or anybody, even if it was Teddy, them coming back from killing Alton. Because despite everything or how he feels, Sissy loves Alton. And I want to see where we go with that. And y'all, that's going to be the last episode. What we going to do then, huh? What I'm going to talk about then? Drop below in the comments and tell me what you thought about this episode. Drop below and tell me what I should review next. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I see you next time. Bye.